For this DIY, all you will need is your measuring tape and scissors. This is absolutely no sew. For this project, you're going to have to lay your shirt out and cut a slit up the side. You make sure your slit is straight and then you cut straight up, and then you're going to keep going straight all the way through. On each side of the shirt you need a slit. Make sure you have the right type of scissors. Those are not good. Use the right type of scissors, and you're just going to cut straight up and make sure it's all even slits. You're making like tassels. That's how this is going to be a no sew, because at the end we're going to take all the strings, and after we pull the strings, you're going to cut them all the way straight through, and you're going to pull the string and then the end of my hand. And tie a knot. That's how this whole shirt is going to turn into a no sew purse. So you're going to keep going across and just cutting. Only getting to the end of the shirt. If you mess up like I did at the end, it's no big deal. It's so easy to fix it. I'll show you how. You'll see how I played it off and it's fixed at the end. Making 2 of these shirts. Make sure when you're going to go and tie all your knots, leave the 2 ends out. The 2 ends on this side, and then the 2 ends right here on this side, which might be all 4 of these since I messed that up. But then you go and you just tie your knot. All the way. Just pick it up, tie, pick it up, tie. This closes up the bottom of the purse. Make sure that you pour all your strings out when you're tying them. Make sure you pour them because that gives a good fringy look. Like mine's a little bit thicker, so I didn't pull as much. These are still open for the last. So we're just going to finish these up. Again, this bag takes no time. You're going to rush out to the grocery store. You don't feel like buying their bags. Or you're just going to run to the park really quick. This end right here, I'm just going to make these 2. And then like if you messed up at the end, then we're just going to tie them together. You might make a boo-boo. These are really thin, so they might break. So just twist it. And then the knot that was right next to it is tied in a knot together. Tuck everything in. Double tie. Back to this end and left the end open. Just to be secure, I like to double tie these. I'll tie it up and then meet up with the one that's right next to it. The next door knot. Tie them together, make it secure. Okay, your bottom is done. Now to move on to the arms. With the arms, just like the bottom of the shirt, you cut a slit right here and a slit right here. Then you join it together and do just like you did with the bottom. Make sure you're even. Do what you did with the bottom and just cut straight up again. And you're going to go ahead and tie a knot again, just like you did before. Try your best to keep your slits even. Okay, we have all our slits done. Again, like we did at the bottom, we're going to leave the first two done and the last two out. And then we're just going to make sure we pull our strings to make it more fringy like. Go through and pull them through. And then we're going to go back and knot it like we did before. Like we did the bottom part. Again, left the bottom, the front and the back out. I'm going to tie this in a knot to secure the purse, just like we did at the bottom of the shirt. We're going to go our way through, and then we'll go to the next arm. Okay, so I got one part of my arm, one sleeve done. Okay, so now I have one side of my sleeve done. I'm about to work on the other side. Again, all you have to do is cut a slit straight down on this side, and then a slit straight down right here, and then just like we was doing, slit straight down, leave the two ends out until the very last, and just tie your knots. Exactly what we did over here is the same thing we did at the bottom of the shirt. We're almost finished. Next is the neckline. One thing that I failed to mention with this shirt, you usually would want to cut the rim. Let me show you on another shirt. Like when you're making when you're going to do the side and the fringes, you would want sometimes. Some people, it depends on you. It doesn't really bother me about this at the bottom because this is just going to be a really trendy bag. I actually like the chunky look at the bottom, but some people don't. So what you would do is cut off this rim at the sleeve, and at the bottom of the shirt, you would cut off this rim. But if you like the chunky look, just like I do, then you'll go ahead and just leave the rim and just cut on through. So I'm going to make the big bag with the chunk, and then the smaller bag with this other shirt, I'm going to make it without the chunk so you can see the difference and figure out which one you would like to do. Okay? So we'll continue to tie this up. Keep going tying the rest of. I already did one sleeve. This is the other one that's already cut and pulled. Just finishing up the tie. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the collar and put the strap on, we'll be finished. Now for the finishing touches, we're going to cut the collar. This is actually going to be the handle. That's why at the end of your shirt you was not supposed to tie the last one, because once we cut this out, we're going to be able to put it in and make a handle. So we can just watch. This is going to be really quick. Okay, you got the collar. I'm going to cut just use the collar as our guide. You can do whatever you want with your shirt, but me, I'm not going to use this. I got some red that I like to put in and make my strap with my red. So that's what I'm going to do with mine. If you like to have your own original collar, you would actually want to cut the bottom of your shirt off. That way you'll have a long enough strap. But since I'm not doing that, if you got old blue jean or any type of material left over, do what you want with your shirt. You can make your strap how you please. But I'm going to have a red strap for this one. I have my old red. This came from the bottom of a t-shirt. I love using my shirts. I have the bottom of a shirt. I had cut a ring off. I did something with the shirt. But I'm just going to go ahead and cut this in half. And so that leaves me with this. So what I do with this is take it through and make it 2 straps. I'll just pull it out of that hole, the last one that I didn't tie. And I'm just going to tie this in a knot, and I'll make the knot go on the inside. Tied it in a really good knot. This is a double, triple, I made it up kind of knot. Okay. So you just make the knot go through. And that's one of your straps. And then I have my other one. Do the same thing with that. This is a really cool idea when you're going to run to the grocery store. You want to be environmental friendly. Or you want to make you a little makeup bag, a tote bag, any type of bag. You just want to run out and carry some stuff. Or just good for storage inside your own house. You know your New York bag have all of your arts and crafts in it. So again, if you want to actually have the original strap, the original white from this or whatever material shirt that you're using, then you're going to want to cut the bottom off. But this, okay, here's the finished product. We got one oversized bag with the red strap, and then we have a smaller bag with just the white strap in the bottom. Remember, the bottom had the whole hem of the bottom of the shirt. So here's the finished product. You can go to the grocery store, you can go to the mall, or you can just hang out now with your new trendy upcycle, recycled t-shirt oversized bag.